what the ruffle yarn looks like once it's knitted. So here you can see on a tutorial that we have of a I-cord cast on. That's what I did here. After I have my I-cord cast on, I started knitting with the ruffle yarn, which I believe we taught you how to do it. This is the ruffle yarn that we are using it. We are using our own yarn. I'm doing part with that and part with that. So you can see that it's part with that and part with the other hairy yarn. And you remember that we went through that tutorial. Please look it up. And remember that we went and knitted this with a round tool. So that's what we did. So now once you have about maybe 6 yards, so you can make it as long as you want. This is nice. Anyway, this is what we did. We went to, once we have our I-cord cast on, but you can cast on with this also. Go into your first stitch and then maybe 1, 2 every 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 every 3, or more or less any amount. It really doesn't matter as long as you don't twist it, because if you twist it and you pick it up here, you're going to miss that fluffy there. So please keep going. Once you have all your stitches, you come back and you knit with it. And you go in there and you knit with it. We have another tutorial with this, but this is how this scarf is being done. This is the way it turns out. Let's take those things out of the way. That's the way it's turning out. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 fluffs on one side and 1, 2, 3 on the other side. Look how pretty that looks. You can make sleeves, you can do whatever you want. This is a scarf that I'm making. It's a very nice stitch. I'm using the same yarn. Here it's a single strand, but here I'm using a double strand yarn, and the stitch here is just I knit 2 and purl 2, and it has to be a multiple of 4 plus 1. So you knit 2 and purl 2. Let me get this out of the way so that it's against the darkest color. And you knit 2. And it makes a very nice open ribbing. Purl 2 and knit 2. Bring yarn to the front and purl 2. And you knit 2 and you purl 2 and you knit 2, you purl 2. That would make it a multiple of 4 plus 1. You end with a knit 1. And that's the way it looks. Look how pretty that looks. It's the same on both sides. It looks the same on both sides. Very pretty. And you can make this part from here on, like the whole scarf, and then put the fluffy things on the sides if you want. But that's for another class, because I really would like you to learn how to cast on with a scrap yarn so that you can have live stitches on this side and live stitches on that side. We can do that some other time. But this is just a scarf. It's very funky, very funny, very nice, and it has the yarns that I changed right there. It shows that's the way it looks in between. You can stretch it, make it fluffier. There we go.
Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe. Visit our website joannesweb.com for more knitting resources. Follow us on Twitter on joannes_web or find us on Facebook, Joanne's Web.